Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Got my little rider boy here. Video number 2 today. We're getting through them, trying to get a few built up. My mate Luke has just brought this in. He's a professional lawn care guy, and the bit on the old pull cord has snapped right where the rope goes. Okay, so it's all hanging out. Okay, so it's no good. However, I just sold him a second-hand part. I don't keep these new in stock. I've got plenty of second-hand machines which I can. You pulling that, are you? But I gave him a second-hand part. But I thought, do you know what? For what it is, these are anywhere between 12 quid, 15 quid, somewhere in there. Maybe a bit pricier for a Honda. I've taken it off of a machine, so now I've got to go and buy myself a new one. Okay, but there's a little tiny hack on these. On how to fix that, even though it is broken, and I'll show you where it's broken in a bit. If it's your first time I'm watching Mixed Mowers, don't forget hit the old subscribe button, whack the old bell. Ding! That way you'll be told when I've done a video or two on my Saturday night weekly live stream, which starts at 6:30 PM UK time. So without further ado, let's get down and dirty, and let's try and fix this old Honda engine recoil starter, and try and save myself a few quid. Okay, so as I say, my mate Luke's just bought this in. So now, although I've made a little bit of money on a starter recoil, I'm now slightly out of not pocket, but I need to go and resource myself a new Honda recoil system for a donut engine that I took the part off. Okay, but what I'm going to do is instead, I'm going to pull this pull cord all the way out. Out comes a pull cord. And we're going to fix this, okay? Now, it's very simply done. This pull cord assembly has broken just here, right where the string goes, okay? So the string will come out every time. You can probably backpack it with a washer, all that sort of lovely stuff. But do you know what? For what it's worth, all we've got to do is locate the hole on the other side, okay? Because these are exactly the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my drill and a drill bit. I don't nothing too big, not nothing too massive to start off with. Let's just go with something big enough to put a 5mm pull cord in. Put your drill right on the end. It's only plastic, right? And now all we're going to do is literally going to marry up this hole that goes through there. A little bit too big, that drill bit, just a touch, not much. Let's go a bit smaller. It's just a little bit too big. Let's try that one. That's it, that's a bit better. That's better. And now all we're going to do is we're going to wind the drill through, and we're going to drill it through this side of the recoil assembly. It may have to come in from this side. This is the first time I've done this. But literally, we're going to drill a hole through here. Okay, that's got a nice big hole. And then I want to drill a hole just through the other side of this recoil assembly that lines up with that. It's going to be it'll be a bit difficult to get hold of it. Back it off a touch. What's going about there? Just take your time. You may have to put a slightly smaller drill bit in just to start it. Or what you can do is you can also take out this bit here. Should we take it out? That might just be a bit easier. Let's get a Torx bit in there, rather than bodging it up. So I'll try and keep it, don't I? We're trying to do a repair rather than a bodge. Let's undo that screw. Good. Which is left hand, my lord, which is left hand thread. So I'll take that out. Got a spring underneath there as well. We'll lift this spring out. Oh no, my spring's just come unwound. Oh, well, that's not a problem for me, is it? We can do that. So now, I can now get my drill bit I want, a slightly bigger one. And then where we drilled in through here, through that hole there, I can now drill a hole straight through the side of this wall. Perfect, just like you guys. So now with that done, oh no, we've got to put a new spring in here. Isn't that gonna be a pain in the bum? Not for me. Let's take this recoil with spring. We just get it uncoiled because it's a bit tied up in knots here. Where is it caught up? It's caught up on that one just there. That's it, lovely. So we know that this spring, that hook's got to sit in there like that, don't we? So I'll go and get me my recoil system. Where's my EZ? Here it is, up here. Let's get my EZ tool. Make sure it's the right one that fits first. Oh, it's a bit too big. What about my tiddly one? Oh, tiddly. It's a little bit too small, that is, but we'll go with that one, I think, because that one's just a touch too big. Touch. So it's got to sit inside the hole. So we'll undo that centre casing. We'll undo the outer casing. We'll put the smaller one in, which is that one there, which fits. We'll screw that one in place. Screw him in, screw him in, screw him in. The threads are not brilliant on these, I must admit. The machining is not the best. That's why I want to get someone to make me a metal one. That'd be lush. Let me muck about getting this on here. Once it starts to go, I think it has now actually. Yeah. Once it starts to go, it's all right. That's the first time this one's been on. We can then get your next one on. Your little plate. That's it. Stick him on. That's all in. So just remember what I said. That little tiny hook has to sit on there like so. Okay. So we know that that's the correct way for the spring to go. So we want to tip this device over, put the little tiny spring in place in the centre. Have it curling out the side, which I think that's going to be upside down. So I think we've got to go that way with it. It's reversed. It's reversed against logical thinking. Stick that all in there. That goes around the side. I think that's right. Move all my toys out of the way. Coil that up. Don't forget it's under tension, people. Ouch. Now if you put it around the wrong way, which I might have done, you have to revisit it. Yeah, I have, yeah. Around the wrong way. It's just a question of revisiting it and putting it around the other way. So that's the way it was. So turn it over. It's got to go in that way. That's it. Stick it in and have that bit just poking out. I'll get there. It is fiddly, but you don't have that that pressure on your thumbs with this tool, and that's one thing I don't miss, is the having all that pressure on your thumbs. It does hurt after a while, you know. It does hurt. Come on, baby, get in there. It looks like a bit of a faff, but trust me, you'll appreciate it if you get one of these tools. I do. Right, in there and out there. That's it there. That's got him. Right, now we can tip him up. Now we're going to wind him. All the way in. Take the pressure off. Spring's now inside. It's not quite got it. It's just overlapped it somewhere. So I need to go a bit carefully here. I don't know if that's actually got it. It looks like that spring's actually jumped up. And if I can't get it to sit down, then we're going to be in trouble later on. Yeah, no, it hasn't. It's just sat up, that spring. So I'm just going to take a bit of tension off. And we go again. I see that spring just didn't quite sit as well as it should do. And I think it's because of this outer coil had jumped one thread. That's all it was. Yeah, that one there, that should be on the outside of a coil. That's what it was. That's better. Stay where you are. That's better. Right. Let's try that. See if that gets it this time. That's gone in. Yeah, that's better. That's got it this time. Push the spring all the way down flat. It's just trying to creep up. But these springs, you know, they do try and fight you every single step of the way. Just pushing that spring down so it's nice and even all the way around. Okay. Once that's done, you then want to get your pair of long nose pliers, honour it, and remove this clip from the centre. Not an easy thing to do, but just take it out if you can. Just remove it from the centre. There's not a lot of room in this little tiny cup link. And then line your hook up about there, engage it, let it go gently. It's going. Take a bit of tension off. Keep it inside at all times. Take the tension off. We're getting there. It's because it's caught up on the inside of that centre piece, that hook I told you about in the centre. There you go. One recoil assembly now sat back in, which is good, and it's in the hook as well where you want it. That's good. So now what we can do is we can now refit this recoil assembly back in. That little tiny hook in the centre here, that has to go on this little tiny piece just here, and you can just about see it. That's got to line up just in there, Justin Bieber. Okay, that's in. We can then get our little tiny spring screw, start that off. It is a left-handed thread, remember, like I said. Screw that down. Oh, that's that bit just out of the pull cord assembly. I'll put that back in a minute. That dog's gone too far up. That dog's got to go in and then go down there. That's it, that's better. That way. But now the dogs are working, going in and out as they should do. So now I can get myself a new bit of pull cord. Want about 6 or 7 feet of it. Somewhere there. Nipex pliers. Cheers, Luke. Pete. I keep saying Pete because Pete wants a pair of these. He ain't got a pair. Don't tell Pete. Burn that up. So now what we've got to do, we've now got to recoil this system all the way up tight. Which is going to be there. We're going to now refine the locating hole, which is going to be the new one. Oh, will it go there? Yeah, it might do. And then thread it through the hole and thread it through the new hole we drilled all the way through. Tie a one-handed knot. Pull that back. Cut that off. Burn that off. Put that in place. That ain't going nowhere. So now, look at that. One brand spanking new pull cord assembly, fully functioning, that was broken. So I've sold one for a couple of quid, made myself a couple of quid, and oh, it was a break just there. You could probably patch that up, no bother, but it's now working fully off this other side. I don't think it'd ever get caught there because of the angle it sits at. So that's no drama. So now, brand new pull cord, fully fitted, done, dusted, sold a piece, repaired a piece, good to go.
We're done. We're
done. Good, good. So that's that little video done. So as I say, that works on most pull cords. So if the pull cord lug does snap through wear and tear, you do get a little second bite of a cherry. And it's not necessarily game over. With just a 4.55mm drill bit, you can repair that and get it done, yeah?
What's that game over?
Game over, yeah. Well, if it's broken, yeah. Not game over like on a game. Yeah. So I was able to sell a piece to my mate Luke, which he needs to get going. He's a lawn care guy, so he needs to get going, get on the road again. So he's just going to 310mm, fit it, done it. His day continues. I was down a part, however, managed to repair a part, so I made a little bit of extra pocket money for myself and repaired the part that he bought in for me, and that can now go back onto my donor machine, and my engine's now complete again. Otherwise, I'll have to wait another 2 or 3 days for a new part to turn up, puts me in backlog, and everyone gets delayed. So no, super happy with that. If this is your first time watching Mixed Mowers, hit the subscribe button, whack the old bell. That way you'll be told when I've done a video or two on my Saturday night weekly live stream, which starts at 6:30 PM UK time, so come and join us. I look forward to the next episode of Mixed Mowers very, very soon. But until people, don't forget, much more importantly, take her easy.
You, Daddy.
Oh, you love me.